good though? You already know who it is though. It's that nigga Twit and I'm a real cool kid. How are you guys doing, and welcome to our UCL Season 3 Draft Analysis video. Of course, you already know my name is Twit, like I said, and I am your coach for the Grand Canyon Greninjas. And I'm hoping that Season 3 is gonna be our season, man. If you guys think our season is gonna be right now, it's about to happen, it's about to pop off like none other, then make sure you guys hit the like button down below. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and get on into this draft analysis. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I even said this during the draft days on Saturday and Sunday. I'm really not that well versed in the Pokemon Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon meta for competitive Wi-Fi battling. I really haven't. I mean, you guys know, if you guys have been around the channel, if you guys have been a fan of the channel for a long time, you guys know that last year we took like a 6 or an 8 or a 9 month hiatus from YouTube. I pretty much stopped playing Pokemon altogether and then took an even longer break after that. So I've really been out of the game with, actually not even air quotes, just put that shit down. I just been out of the game, dog. I really been out of the game. So I do have some bullet points I want to talk about, some things and some reasonings why I chose the Pokemon that we chose for the UCL Season 3 draft. I hear people talking about the UCL, like they have the UCL front offices and stuff like that. Now, I do have a front office, but we don't call it the front office, okay? We call it the UCL Task Force, and them boys are super lit and super nice guys. So shout out to my boy Hamrock, Raptor Pete, Sketchy Smeargle, Destructor 7875, and last but not least Silver Quetzalcoatl. They've been really helpful throughout the entire draft, and ever since then helping me with some team ideas and some strategies and stuff like that. Now, I've never really had a task force before, or if you, like I said, if you would refer to it as a front office, then by all means, but we refer to it as a task force. I've never really had a task force before, and so I'm really excited. These guys have helped me so much. If you guys don't know, I've been extremely ridiculously swamped and busy over the last like 2 weeks, especially the week of the draft, especially the week like this week after the draft has just been hectic as hell. So I'm like playing catch up. I feel like I'm drowning, but these boys have come through and they have actually been such a huge help. And really it's been, well, the task force has been a real confident booster in myself, because if you guys don't know, I mean, I think I mentioned this. I feel like I've mentioned it in the first battle of the last 2 seasons as well, but UCL makes me super nervous. Like, I know that it's just Pokemon battle, it's just Wi-Fi battles, but you know, I don't like to be super nervous. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you guys know, as long as we are having fun, that's all that matters. That is the theme almost of Season 3 for the UCL, is to have fun. So just so you guys know, when you watch these battles, my intent is to win, of course, but it is also more than anything to have fun. So just enjoy the battles for what they are, enjoy the videos for what they are. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of editing, try to make it fun. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to be entertaining. At the end of the day, I want it to be entertaining. I don't want it to be super crazy competitive, but I wanted to have that competitive aspect while also still staying, you know, entertaining, and you know, being able to get a good laugh out of it. So that's the goal here. That's the point. That's the plan. Let's get into the draft analysis. So kicking off our OU draft pick number 1, we have none other than the big boy himself. Like I said, his dick be swinging, just big, just. That's what it sounds like when he walks, his penis hits his knees and shit. Anyways, Kyurem Black was our OU draft pick number 1. I mean, honestly, what else really needs to be said? It's a Kyurem Black. He's pretty fast. He's a base 95 speed, not the fastest Pokemon in the world. He's a pretty good typing, Dragon Ice. He hits really hard. He's not the fastest Pokemon in the world, but honestly, I don't really need him to be crazy fast because of the way that we set up the rest of our draft to sort of support the Kyurem. Kyurem is a big boy. Like I said, his dick is just fucking swinging and shit. We drafted the Icium Z Crystal, so we have access to Sub-Zero Slammer, and I want to say Terravolt. Sub-Zero Slammer is going to be hitting real hard, feeling real good about himself. So I'm really excited to use Kyurem Black, a Pokemon I don't get a chance to get my hands on very often, like at all. I mean, obviously I haven't been battling, but Kyurem Black definitely in a competitive Wi-Fi atmosphere, definitely don't get to get my hands on a Kyurem Black. So I'm really excited to use Kyurem in these upcoming battles. Next up on our OU draft, we've got Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini was our second pick for the simple fact that it's just a really good Pokemon, man. Like, Tapu Lele was banned because that thing is OP, but Tapu Fini, I guess, just slides right on under the OP bar. I mean, to be fair, all of the Tapus are pretty ridiculously strong and broken, but we decided to go ahead and scoop up Tapu Fini here. Tapu Fini is also a really good Pokemon for the fact that it gets defogged. Like I said, we can put the Icium Z Crystal on it, give it Z Haze. It can set up with Calm Mind and do a lot of damage. We've got speed control again to be able to sort of help out the Kyurem Black, and you're gonna see this is sort of a running theme throughout our draft, is we kind of have, like, we definitely played for speed control, which is really good. I really think that if played properly, I really think we could pull out some wins just being able to control other people's speed. If I can make good plays, play around the Kyurem Black, stuff like that, hopefully we can make it happen. But Tapu Fini also has Icy Wind for the speed control. So in addition to just being all around great, the other reason I wanted to draft Tapu Fini is because we could go ahead and scoop up the fairy typing on our team way ahead of time, so I don't have to wait to get like a much lesser fairy down the line. And the other cool thing is that this fairy type Pokemon, this Tapu Pokemon here, they are pretty bulky. Tapu Fini's special wall can be a physical wall. It's eating hits. It's feeling good. We can put up light screen. We can put up reflect, etc., etc., etc. So Tapu Fini, like I said, to support the Kyurem Black, all around a really, really good Pokemon. I really think that it would be beneficial for us to have. And like I said, it does have that support for Kyurem Black on the Icy Wind to help slow the enemy team down, so that we can sort of outspeed with, you know, our Kyurem or with whatever we had. And of course, speed creeps come into play as well. So we'll just have to play around it every single week to see. You know, you never know what we might run into, man. Some people have some pretty fast teams in the UCL this season, and I don't know, I always feel like I fall into that slow team tier, but you know, at least this time with a slow team, I have things that properly support a slow team. So I'm pretty excited about it. Tapu Fini, like I said, had never used it before, and I'm excited to see what it can do in the UCL Season 3. All right, last but not least, in the OU tier, we have none other than our Mega Scizor. Not much needs to be explained about Mega Scizor. It's just a good Pokemon. It hits really hard. Like I said, we have the priority, we have the U-turn, we've got SD. We can do a lot of different things with it. So I'm really happy with the pickup on a Mega Scizor. Like I said, not much else that can be said about it. You guys know how Mega Scizor works. It's pretty straightforward, and I'm excited to use it. Now, coming in for our #1 RU pick is one of my favorite Pokemon, which is weird because I hate spiders. But our #1 pick in RU was going to be none other than Galvantula. Now, Galvantula fills that Volt turn for us. It's a pretty fast freaking Pokemon, which is really dope. 108 base speed. I'm really excited about that. Again, that helps set us up with the Kyurem Black. We have sticky webs as well to help control enemy Pokemon that are coming in. It gives us Volt turns. So now we have U-turn on the Mega Scizor. We have Volt switch on the Galvantula, giving us a really good Volt turn core right there. I mean, if we need to, we can set up screens with Galvantula. I believe it gets light screen. I don't think it gets reflect, but I'm pretty sure that it gets light screen. Galvantula, again, one of the Pokemon that's been around for a while. You guys know how it works. It's a really fast mon, and it hits really hard. Those compound eyes thunders are doing damage to anything that comes in. And if it's not doing damage, then it's supporting with sticky webs, and it's gonna be able to outspeed. You can run Thunder Wave on it. It's got a lot of utility. Galvantula is a really good pickup. Definitely why we wanted to scoop it up first for our RU pick. Moving on to the next pick in the RU tier. RU pick #2 is none other than Necrozma. Now, again, just like the Tapus, I have no clue, no idea how to play Necrozma. I've never had a Necrozma. I don't think I've ever even gotten Necrozma in showdown random battles. I've literally never played with Necrozma. So this is one of those Pokemon I'm really, really excited to play with. I'm thinking that, or initially I was thinking that Necrozma was kind of like a Cresselia. I mean, it's not very specially bulky. It is really, really physically bulky. It's got some good HP. It's got access to Stealth Rocks. It's got reliable recovery with Moonlight, and apparently it can be run in a multitude of different ways, of different sets and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But like I said, I was kind of thinking of Necrozma as like a physical Cresselia, I guess. I don't know. This is just my initial thoughts on, you know, why I was thinking of drafting Necrozma. It's just a good pickup all around. I mean, it does get access to knockoff. Like I said, it is really physically bulky. It also sets up screens, which is cool too. Even though, you know, I say a lot of the Pokemon that we have, a lot of Pokemon we have can set up screens. I don't really play with screens that much, but I'm trying to play a little bit different. I'm trying to like actually do some cool things in this season. So maybe we will actually play with some screens this season. I don't know. We'll see. You just gotta stay tuned to find out. Okay, you gotta stay tuned to find out. Moving on to our RU pick number 3 though is none other than Drapion. So Drapion was a good pickup for us because it is the same base speed as Kyurem Black. So that means that I don't have to worry about this Pokemon being too incredibly slow compared to the rest of our team, and it's a good test the waters Pokemon for our Kyurem Black. So I could think about leading with a Drapion to see if I outspeed whatever Pokemon comes in, knowing that Drapion's base speed, if I say that you know, they're both Jolly Nature, for example, if I know that Jolly Nature max speed Drapion with a base 95 speed outspeeds you know, my opponent's Azelf or something, I don't know, I'm just thinking of Pokemon off the top of my head, then I know that Kyurem Black max speed Jolly is also going to outspeed it, which means that I can bring in the Kyurem Black safely, knowing that I can outspeed it maybe for a revenge killer. And again, on Drapion, we also get the stab knockoff, which is really, really good. Nothing likes taking a knockoff from really anything. The fact that it stab just does that much more damage. And of course, if we're talking, since we have been talking about bulk, we do have a little bit of bulk, a physical bulk at least, with a base 110 defense on Drapion. So that's looking really good as well. I'm really excited about our OU and RU draft picks. Now we went ahead and turned the heat up a little bit on these boys and girls in the UCL Season 3 by drafting none other than Infernape as our very first UU draft pick. Now, Infernape, great Pokemon, one of my favorite Pokemon, Stealth Rocks, reliable recovery if we want to with Slack Off. We've got Swords Dance, we've got Nasty Plot, we've got another U-turn. We have access to Vacuum Wave, we've got access to Mach Punch and Fake Out, so plenty of priority moves all across the board that we can use. Again, another pretty fast Mon, 108 base speed, looking really good. Not only that, it also gets access to Thunder Wave as well. So super utility on the Infernape. Really, really good Pokemon, really dope Pokemon. It adds that fire typing to our team as well as the fighting type to our team. So we're looking really good. I mean, Infernape is just a great Pokemon all around. You guys know about that. The Monkey Boy is here, okay? All in all, honestly, Infernape just a really good Pokemon for the team. We've got the speed, we've got the priority as well if we need it. And yeah, all in all, just a really, really good pickup. I really like the Infernape. I've always liked Infernape, so I'm happy about that one. UU pick number 2, none other than Tornadus. We bring in the Hurricanes, we got Defog, we've got base 111 speed, already super fast, and my favorite part about this is we can rely on the Tornadus and not even need to bring the Galvantula. We don't even need to set up sticky webs. That's just one support, one angle or one lane of support that we have on the Galvantulas with the sticky webs. However, with Tornadus, we got Prankster Tailwind, which means that Kyurem is outspeeding regardless. It's gonna outspeed some Pokemon. We have access to knockoff on the Tornadus as well. Again, knockoff outside of Earthquake, knockoff's probably, in my opinion, the best move in the game. Tornadus hits really hard. It's a fast Pokemon. It has Prankster. It's got Tailwind. We've got Defog. We have access to a lot of cool things with Tornadus, and the biggest one just being speed, being able to air slash flinch things that we outspeed, stuff like that. We should outspeed quite a few Pokemon as well, which is I'm really, really excited about. The biggest thing here, the biggest reason for the pickup on the Tornadus is for the simple fact that we have Prankster Tailwind. We don't have to bring the Galvantula every week because we have the Tornadus with the Prankster with the Tailwind, making things super fucking fast. Let's go. So for our third UU pick, we're gonna go ahead and scoop things super fucking fast. So for our UU, we're gonna go the one and only Celebi, dope Pokemon again. I didn't want to run into that same like problems with speed as I did in the last season. So while we started off kind of slow with the Kyurem Black into the Tapu Fini into the Mega Scizor, our OU picks are looking pretty slow. And I mean, outside of Necrozma, the rest of our picks are pretty fast for the most part. I won't say all of our picks, but we've got some really speedy Mons. Obviously, we had the Infernape base 108 speed, the Tornadus base 111 speed, and then we got ourselves the Celebi base 100 speed. And not only that, but Celebi can be run quite a few different ways. We've got access to Stealth Rocks. We've got access to reliable recovery with the move Recovery. We also have another U-turn user, which is dope. And the fact that we're already pretty fast as it is gives us another good option evolution, so that we don't have to use the Infernape U-turn. We don't always have to use the Galvantula Volt Switch. We don't always have to use Mega Scizor U-turn, etc, etc, etc. We don't have to just rely on those Pokemon. Honestly, one of my favorite things about our draft in general is just the simple fact that it's almost like every Pokemon supports another Pokemon. So like even the Kyurem Black, I mean, Kyurem Black might be, I guess Kyurem Black is probably the only exception to this rule actually. Every other Pokemon pretty much supports some other Pokemon in our draft, which is really, really good. But like I said, with Celebi, we got Stealth Rocks, we've got Recovery, we've got U-turn, base 100 speed, we've got access to Thunder Wave, we can clear ourselves up, we got Healing Wish, we get access to Aromatherapy, it has knockoff, we've got physical bulk, we've got special bulk, we've got screens. Even though those are the bases that we have, we also have plenty of different sets that can be run with Celebi. We can run like a Leaf Storm. I believe it is Leaf Storm, or maybe it's Leaf. Let me double check it right now. As a matter of fact, I think it's Leaf Storm. Yeah, Leaf Storm. I believe it gets access to Nasty Plot. It does get access to Nasty Plot. It gets access to a bunch of different things. Does it get access to Calm Mind? It has Calm Mind. It's got Nasty Plot, Leaf Storm. Like, it's a good Pokemon. It's all around. It's a great Pokemon. Obviously, because it's a Celebi. It's a Pixie. You guys know the power of Celebi. It's lit. So yeah, that's gonna round out our UU picks here. Infernape, Tornadus, and Celebi in the whole draft so far. Kyurem Black, Tapu Fini, Mega Scizor, Galvantula, Necrozma, Drapion, Infernape, Tornadus, Celebi, and moving on to the last and final tier, the NU tier. We've got ourselves our #1 pick, the young OG himself, Rhydon. So I really like the Rhydon pick, and this is one of those, like, it's here more to take a hit. It's got base 105 HP. It hits really hard, base 130 attack. Defense is base 120. Like, it's just a really thick, bulky, physically bulky mon. It's not special defensive by any means, special defense of a mere 45. So it's not looking like we're gonna, you know, assault vest this thing or anything like that. But, you know, it's got some really good defenses, really good HP, and it hits really, really hard. Now, obviously, the payoff for that is that it's super freaking slow, but it's got some good utility. We have access to a couple different things. Stealth Rock is nice, and I think all in all, like, the overall feel for Rhydon is just the fact that it hits really hard. It doesn't need to be super fast. If we have the Tailwind up, or if we got the Sticky Webs up as well, we don't need Rhydon to be super fast. You know, we can still hit really hard. It is what it is. I really like the Rhydon pickup. I think it was really good. I mean, and to be honest, I mean, it is the NU tier. There wasn't a whole lot to choose from in the NU tier, but I definitely think Rhydon was like a priority choice, and I'm glad that we were able to scoop it up as our first NU pick. Moving on down the line, we're almost finished with the analysis here. We've got ourselves our NU pick #2, being none other than Cryogonal. Now, Cryogonal, again, goes back to getting up that speed stat, okay? We've got that speed stats on our team pretty high, outside of, like I said earlier, a couple of mons. Coming in at 105 speed, Cryogonal is looking really, really good. This gives us a Rapid Spinner. It's the only Rapid Spinner on our team, I do believe. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's the only Rapid Spinner on our team. So it's a good thing and a bad thing. It gives us access to Defog as well, because we do have plenty of other Pokemon that have Defog. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think of a situation where Rapid Spin would be better than Defog in a situation. I mean, I guess really it doesn't matter. Anyways, back to the breakdown. Cryogonal, super fast Pokemon, good recovery. It has priority move and Ice Shard as well. So, you know, flying types, dragon types, what's good? I'm a Cryogonal, bro. We out here, okay? We in this bitch. Let's get it. It does have a base of 80 HP and a special defense base 135. So it's really good. Special attack of 95 and the attack of 50. I didn't actually realize the attack was so low, but it's not really a big deal, because the only physical attack we would give a Cryogonal anyways would be, you know, maybe an Ice Shard, something like that. But yeah, Cryogonal, really good pickup for us, because it gets just, I don't know, it's just overall, it's just a really good Pokemon. So we have Sticky Webs, Prankster Tailwind, we've got Defoggers, we got Rapid Spinners. Not only that, but it also gets access to the other, or excuse me, to both screens as well, Light Screen and Reflect. So yeah, Cryogonal actually just jumped up on my dopeness list, because I was not thinking about, I mean, I was thinking Cryogonal in the moment of drafting. I was thinking Cryogonal because I wanted something that was still fast. I didn't want to draft like super slow, because I still wanted to get a ghost type and maybe another water type on my team, because I didn't want to solo depend on Tapu Fini as our only water type Pokemon. So yeah, so I wanted to get a ghost type, I wanted to get a water type, and what fit that category pretty well was our last pick in the NU tier, which was Jellicent. But the Cryogonal I wanted because of the speed, and the reason we wanted the speed is because we were drafting Jellicent. So Jellicent, again, not a lot that needs to be said here. Stab Skull for the burns. We've got Toxic. I believe he gets Will-O-Wisp as well. We've got Recover. We've got access to Trick Room now. And then again, our win condition in almost every situation is most likely going to be Kieran Black. I feel like it's either going to be Kieran Black or maybe it's going to be Tapu Fini. I can see Tornadus and Infernape being like win conditions, but I really feel like Kieran Black is going to be our main win condition pretty much every battle. So we're going to see how that works out. But like I said, we've got Jellicent. It also has access to knockoff. I think almost every Pokemon, there's a motorcycle going by. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but... All right then. So all in all, Jellicent, really good pickup for us. I'm glad that, I'm really surprised that Jellicent made it as far as it did. I mean, I'm not saying that Jellicent is like some crazy OP Pokemon, but I really didn't think that Jellicent was gonna be, I didn't think I was gonna be able to wait until my third NU pick to scoop up a Jellicent. So I don't know, all in all, I'm really happy about the draft. I think we have a really dope team. Now I have seen some people say, I've heard mixed, or I've seen mixed responses to our team. Some people say we have one of the best teams in the league. Some people don't really even put us that high up on the team draft tier. So I don't know, it's interesting. I'm really excited to see where this season goes for the Grand Canyon Greninjas. I'm pretty confident in it. The fact that we got the UCL task force behind us as well. Them boys have been putting in nothing but the finest of work, and I super appreciate that. So shout out to them. And yeah, I'm ready to get into it though. I'm trying to think about, like, because I know people are going to ask me. Actually, people have been asking me, Twit, did you get sniped in the UCL? What Pokemon got sniped from you? Holy shit, did you get sniped? Yo, bro, you get sniped in the UCL, though? Did you get sniped in the UCL? To answer that, yeah, kind of, but also, no, not really. The only thing off the top of my head, the only Pokemon I think that really got sniped from me was Mismagius. And that went to Chicago Buffalons. That went to Nick's team. He drafted Mismagius second. Mismagius was my number one second or third NU pick, if that makes sense. That, like, it wasn't my number one pick, but it was my first, second, or third pick. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying though. Like, it wasn't the only mon that I wanted. I definitely had backups, but the reason, I mean, the fact of the matter is Mismagius was like second or third pick anyway, so it really didn't matter that I didn't get the Mismagius, because like I said, I wanted a ghost type, but I also wanted another water type on our team as well, and Jellicent just fit both of those roles. So I mean, Mismagius would have been cool because it's got a decent speed stat. Let me double check. Mismagius is like base, yeah, it's another base 105 mon. It would have been good for the speed stat, but I'm not really upset that I lost it. I'm looking at everybody else's teams right now. I mean, Lando T would have been cool to scoop up in the OU, like the first pick for OU, or just in the OU tier period. That would have been cool, but again, not really the end of the world that I didn't get the Lando T, because I did end up getting a Kieran Black, so that's, in my opinion, that's even better. It is what it is. Kieran Black kind of shits on a Lando T anyways. Whatever. But yeah, off the top of my head, yeah, I don't think I really got sniped by anything. Nobody really took anything that I wanted. I mean, I wanted Serena maybe from, what was Serena? Maybe NU? Oh, excuse me, no, Serena's RU. I wanted Serena, but I mean, that was just more for fan service. That wasn't even because I actually wanted to use Serena. It was more fan service than anything. And yeah, I think that I just had a really good draft. I didn't really get sniped outside of the Mismagius, but even then, it was like not really even that important that I got a Mismagius, because I mean, I've got everything else that I needed, and on top of that, he drafted the Mismagius, and my second pick was Jellicent anyways, so I don't know, it's fine, because like I said, I wanted something that would fill both another water roll and the ghost type, and literally Jellicent's right there. So Mismagius is really the only thing that I can even consider being sniped from me. So for everybody who's been asking if I got sniped in the UCL, every other tier except NU, no, not really. And then even then, my very last pick was sniped. So it's not really that big of a deal to me. I really think our team turned out pretty well. So that is gonna go ahead and wrap up our draft analysis video. Week 1 battles go live July 28th. That is a Saturday if you guys did not know. So you guys stay tuned, stick around to the channel. Week 1 battles go live real soon. I'm really excited for it and hope that you guys are too. If you are, make sure you smash the like button down below. And don't forget to support the Grand Canyon Greninjas throughout the whole season. Bruh, yeah. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. As always though, it's been Twit and I'm out this bitch. Peace. Yeah.